Hello and welcome to episode 38 of... And my name is Kai, and your name is...
Tired. I
And
keep
that's
yawning.
it. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you next week.
I'm not even that tired, but
No?
I keep yawning left, right, and centre. Yeah. What is that noise? Have you got like a dog toy?
Yep.
What are you
Can you guess
doing?
what animal it is?
What, from the squeak?
Yeah.
An elephant.
Nope. You want to hear the elephant? I got the
Go
elephant.
for it. You've got an elephant.
Yep, I need to... There's the elephant. Ready?
Oh god, that's high
That's
pitch.
the
Right, so
elephant.
it's completely irrelative.
And this is this animal.
A giraffe.
Nope. What noise does a giraffe make?
A pig.
It's Pig!
Yay!
I bought him today. He's got a little bit of, like, hair. It's really weird.
Oh, great.
Yeah. He's pink as well and fluffy. And he has not met Cody yet.
I think Coda's probably gonna like him.
Well, fingers crossed.
You
That's
hope
what
so,
the
anyway.
the goal is, otherwise I've just wasted £6.
Oh my gosh, not £6.
Like I wasted on my new dog harness.
Oh,
That cost me
God,
£12.
Yeah. Go on, tell
It's
everyone what's
so
happened.
bad. It's just really bad. It's loose. I mean, it's shiny, so that's a good thing. Like, it's shiny in the dark. But it's just so bad. I've just bought a new one on Amazon. That's why, like, just before we started recording, I said, give me a second. I'm going to go and quickly measure the dog.
Right, that makes sense.
So, yeah. And bought that. Useless. I got a new lead. That's fine. And I've
Uh-huh.
also got a dog seat belt.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, so he should have his own seat in the car now. Which
Nice.
could be very nice.
Will that be in the back?
Maybe.
Or do you reckon you'll make him your passenger? Permanent dog seat
I
passenger.
might make him my permanent dog seat passenger.
Everyone else has to go in the back.
Yeah.
Nice.
He gets the most room.
Brilliant.
Because my car's small, isn't it?
It is a mini.
It is a mini. But, you know, I was thinking of getting one of those things where you can, like, move around in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know Jack has one. And I was thinking, you know what, I could get one of them. And, really can't be bothered to try and find one.
Fair enough.
I got him a seatbelt instead.
It'll do. It'll do. You don't really need too much, to be honest. Beta doesn't have anything. She just has like a
No?
little blanket put down and then she lies down on it.
Oh, lucky. He moves around constantly.
At least that was the case. I don't know if it is now. She might be in the boot more than anything now. But
She's getting too big for...
she's a big
backseat.
girl now. She's a big girl.
She is. She's much bigger than me. No, my dog, much bigger than my dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say. She comes up to my neck when she jumped up on me
When she
today
jumps.
because she did something bad and I was telling her off and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." So she jumped up on me and her head literally comes up to my neck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So she is big, but she isn't bigger than you.
Well, she could be. I am only 4'1".
Oh yeah. Oh, down from 5'2".
Yeah, shrunk. Got hit on the head with an ambulance.
Right. Okay. Lovely. So I don't know how to lead on from that. Usually I'm good at
I do.
segueing, but hit on the
You know
head
who
with
else
an
got hit by
ambulance.
an ambulance?
No, I've never been hit by an ambulance. I've never been hit
No,
by
not you.
What?
I said, you know who else got hit by an ambulance?
No.
Freddie and iCarly.
Oh my god, this is a wonky segue. Oh yeah, did he?
Yeah, there was an
He
episode where he got
did.
hit by like an ambulance.
In that episode, yeah. I know which one you're on about.
It might not have been an ambulance. It might have been a hot dog stand.
Right, it's completely different things.
But he still got hit by it.
He got hit by something, yeah.
Yeah, and you know who's friends with Gibby? No.
Oh dear.
Well, I ruined that segue.
Yeah, right. So, what Kai was trying to
Can
say...
we rewind?
No. What Kai was trying to say... We can't do live edits. This is it. We're talking.
Yeah.
What Kai was trying to say was, oh, guess who's friends with Freddy? And it's Gibby. Because the next topic, or the first topic that we're going to talk about today, is a story that happened a few years ago.
Story makers.
It could have been 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Maybe it's up to 5.
I think it was about 4.
Probably about 4 makes sense. Anyway, between 4 and 5 years ago.
Skype.
That's right, yeah. So, what happened with Gibby is the following. I, as a laugh, had a folder full of Gibby pictures. I don't know how this started. I don't know when this started. I just had a folder on my computer full of pictures of Gibby. There were over 100 Gibbies. And I would reward people with Gibbies. I'd say, right, here you go, here's a Gibby. And that's what I'd do. But I had loads and loads of Gibbies, and that collection was ever growing. One day, I thought it would be a fantastic idea to tweet Gibby. Is his name Noah Munck? Is that his real name?
That is his name, Mr. Noah Munck.
Yeah. So I thought, right, okay, I am going to tweet Gibby today. And I did. I tweeted him saying, look, I have the biggest collection of pictures of Gibby in the world. And yeah, he didn't respond, but his friend did. And his friend said, mate, you need to stop jacking off over this whole Gibby shit. It's an image he's trying to lose. And we got guys like you jacking off about it. And I was like, oh my God. I've been delivered abuse from Gibby's friend. And what's worse is that Gibby liked it. So Gibby was behind this abuse that was being hurled towards an innocent fan. Innocent fan being me. What's that?
After that, yeah?
Yeah.
When they did Sam and Cat, like the spin-off from iCarly and Victorious, they brought Gibby in for an episode.
So he couldn't have lost that image even if he tried.
Exactly. And it's obvious they didn't just say, come in, Gibby. Like, he obviously wanted to as well.
So here we are. There's him. There's his mate telling me off and him backing him with a like. Saying, oh no, he shouldn't be jacking off over this whole Gibby image. He's trying to get rid of it. And then boom! He sets in stone on Nickelodeon that he's still Gibby. And he exists as Gibby. So,
he's also that guy in the Goldbergs. I can't remember his name, but he's in the Goldbergs.
Oh, he is? No, I've never watched it, so I don't know.
Oh, he is? I've never watched it.
No. I know he's in it.
You see a picture?
Yeah, and that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, it's actually quite good.
What's it about?
It's basically a guy called Adam Goldberg.
Of course.
Who used to film a lot of his life when he was younger and his crazy family. Crazy events and stuff. And he's made it into a TV series.
As you do.
Then, like, at the end as well, it shows, like, the original clip. Like, what the episode was based off.
Right.
So, say, like, they're at a sports stadium or something like that, and he brought his, like, camera to the sports stadium to film it. They'd have that in the actual episode, like, recreated, and at the end they'd have, like, a film or something like that, like a short film of what's happening, or like say someone's doing karaoke in the house, and then like they have like later in the episode, right at the end, they'll have the shot that was actually the real one.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's quite good. It's like the 1980s, 90s.
Oh, where it's based.
Yeah,
I see.
I enjoy it. It's good.
Sounds good. Might have to have a look into it at some point then.
Hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, I pissed off Gibby. That's the main thing. That's a fantastic title. Oh man, I've been the fun though for the last 2 episodes.
You have, and make it 3 next week.
It's gonna have to be 3 now.
Yeah, I'm like, might as well make it all of them.
Right, fine. This is right. It'll be me making Gibby angry this week, or it'll just be Gibby being angry, unless something else comes out of this episode.
Ooh.
So we'll see.
Viewers will know before we do.
Well, this is it, yeah. You might be like, what's this Gibby thunder you're talking about? Or you might be like, right, so...
Yeah, we changed our mind. We're actually going for Mount Everest having 5G.
Oh, God, okay. This is not a... What? Okay.
I don't know anything about it, but I saw it on the list.
Anyway, yeah, so I pissed off Gibby. Last week, people really, really liked when we played the memory game.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say, let's do it again, but I think it might be worth us doing it again.
So you just said it anyway.
Not the. I know. I wasn't going to do it. It wasn't in my mind at first. I was going to say, do you know what we haven't done this week yet? We haven't done the Soundwave audio picture challenge.
Oh, we haven't.
That's what I was going to say, but then I remembered the game, and I was like, hold on a minute, I kind of want to do the game now, but we can do the Soundwave audio thing. Then. So, this game, there is another version of it, which I believe it was Tubbs which tweeted me. I think it was Tubbs. If it wasn't Tubbs, I'm sorry. Tubbs, well done, you've got credit for something, but I'm pretty sure it was you anyway. Basically, he said, do what we did, but with numbers.
With numbers?
So instead of going, I went to the shop and bought this, we're literally just going to go 1, and then you go 1, 2, and then I go 1, 2, 3, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. And see how far we get. But random numbers, obviously.
Okay. I'll start.
Yeah, that's the game. So, did you want to start?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You did. Right, go.
1.
1, 7.
1, 7, 9.
1, 7, 9, 6.
1, 7, 9, 6, 2.
1, 7, 9, 6, 2, 3.
1, 7, 9, 6, 2, 3, 4.
1, 7, 9, 6, 2, 3, 4, 0.
1, 7, 9, 6, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1.
1, 7, 9, 6, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 8.
1, 7, 9, 6, 2, 4, 3, 0.
No, that's it. You've lost.
0?
No, it was 1, 7, 9, 6, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 8.
Nah.
It was. It was.
I made a stegosaurus.
What?
My audio wave made a stegosaurus.
What, from going, nah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Mine just made a block. But that was quick.
I haven't got enough.
Last week...
my mind just went completely blank, like we were doing really good, and then my mind was like, what?
The numbers just went.
Yeah, it's the first number that went, and that was the first one.
Yeah.
Literally.
Do you want to try it again?
1. Go on.
Okay, I'll start off. 0.
1.
You've already lost. You forgot to say 0. That was literally the shortest game that could ever existed, and you made it happen. Well
Right,
done,
take 2.
dickhead.
Take 2.
Okay.
Take 2.
0.
I almost said 1 again. 0.
You
1.
idiot. You said it. Oh, no, you went okay, you went 0, 1. I thought you said sorry 1.
Yeah, sorry 1.
Okay. 0, 1, 9.
0, 1, 9, 8.
0, 1, 9, 8, 4.
0, 1, 9, 8, 4, 3.
0, 1, 9, 8, 4, 3, 6.
0, 1, 9, 8, 4, 3, 6. 18.
That's no.
Yeah? What's wrong with that?
0, 1, 9, 8, 4, 3, 6, 18, 4.
I've made it so awkward now.
Yeah.
0, 1, 9, 6, 8.
Wrong.
13, 4.
Nah,
1,
you got it wrong. It was 0,
9,
1, 9, 8, not 0, 1, 9,
8,
6.
7, 2.
I think
9,
that makes
6,
it 3-0.
4, 1, 3, 1, 2.
0800 0010 66.
Hastings.
Yes.
Very nice.
So, well done. You lose.
No, I won.
You've
3
lost
times in a
all
row.
of. You lost. Yeah, you won the losing game. That's right.
No, I won.
Can we give Kai a big round of applause? I'm winning all of them. Well done, Kai.
He won. He won.
He won.
He won it. Fraser sucked it.
I'm so bad at that game.
I know. I don't know how you're so bad.
I know. How could I just say 1 after 0?
I know, right?
Idiot me. Bloody hell.
Yeah, only a moron would do that.
I know, right? God, I really need some lessons
Can't
in not
believe
being
it.
a moron.
Don't worry, though.
I'm worrying.
You'll win next week.
My mentality is clearly very, very poor.
Yeah. But you'll win next week. That's what's important.
Next week, when we play it again, let's do this audio wave thing and then let's move on. So, what is the...
Stegosaurus.
How are we going to do a Stegosaurus? Oh, do you know what? You do it.
Oh,
Hold on. Before we do. Is it a Stegosaurus from the side or a Stegosaurus from the top?
We'll do side.
Okay, good.
You ready?
Off you go. What did that look like?
I got his tail and body.
Okay, that's a good start.
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. Your turn.
Okay. So you know a seismometer?
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't look like an animal. It
No, I thought you were
looks
going to say it
like...
doesn't look like a seismometer.
No, it looks like I've just triggered an earthquake.
Fraser, what have I told you about doing this again?
I don't know, I just...
You keep doing earthquakes. It's really bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
I try my best. And that's
So
all
you can't
that
win
matters.
games, you can't win this. You made an earthquake. You said 1 after 0.
Why has Humble Bundle just sent me a Spanish newsletter?
Yeah, español.
Right, that was off topic. Sorry, I just saw a Spanish newsletter came through, and I was like, I'm not Spanish. I didn't register for the Spanish one.
Español.
But apparently I did.
Español.
Or they've made a mistake. You have Spanish.
Español.
I don't know any Espanol.
Español.
All I know is con cafe olé.
What?
I don't know. I think I mixed it with
Con
French, though.
cafe filet.
Not fillet. Fillet of fish.
Filet of fish.
No.
No.
Right, let's move on because we're just talking
No,
shit now.
what was your Spanish?
I
What did you
don't
say?
know. Maybe it wasn't Spanish.
Con cafe filet.
Oh. Hold on a minute. No, that's right. Oh my god.
What did you say?
I went cafe au lait. Lait. But that is French.
Oui.
What I was actually supposed to say. Oh, hold on. No, cafe au lait is something that they do actually say, apparently, in Spain, even though it's French.
Quite close together, to be fair.
Whatever. But the Spanish is actually café con leche, which
Cafe
means
con leche.
which means coffee with milk.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what I was trying to say. But apparently, cafe au lait is also what they can sometimes say in Spain
Germany.
because it's the closest to a latte.
Fair enough, as you do.
Yeah, or something along those lines. Anyway,
Well,
so moving on.
That's the new title. Sorry, Gibby.
Yeah, fuck you, Gibby. It's Cafe Con Leche. Right, so I pissed off Gibby. You bought Coda things. What's going on with your moving situation then? Because you did some pretty big moves today.
Well, currently, you're highlighting it, so that's what's going on with it.
Yeah, what's going on? You had some pretty big highlights of the day.
Well, we got a email. No, we got a phone call yesterday.
Yeah.
Being Sunday. No, Monday. What day is
Yeah.
it today?
It's Tuesday today.
Yeah.
We're recording on
So
a
we got-
Tuesday for once.
Yeah, it was a bit busy yesterday. But we got a phone call yesterday saying, out of the 6 people that have applied, they want you as their first choice. And I was like, great. And then they sent like an application thing through to kind of do like all the referencing and credit checks and whatnot for us.
Yeah.
And we got that like 5:30 last night, so 5:30 p.m. Monday.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, okay, we'll fill this out tonight or tomorrow morning. And this morning the lady called up, like the estate agent called up and was like, have you done it yet? Have you done it yet? How come you haven't done it yet? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we really want you to get it done as quick as you can, sort of thing. So we're like, okay. And then she said, if you want to as well, you can come over, you can come and look at the house from the outside. And it was like, okay.
Nice.
We could look through the windows. Even though like the blinds were on some of the windows.
Oh, so you couldn't really look in on some places.
No, but you could look into the kitchen and the conservatory very easily.
That's the main things, really, isn't it?
And they were very nice.
That's good. Is it because of coronavirus why they couldn't let you in the house?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's a bit difficult to do that sort of stuff at the moment. But anyway, the gate at the side of the house was locked, and I went to the other side of the house, and there's like a little bit of shrubbery kind of blocking the way around. So I just squeezed through into the garden, because she said we can go into the garden as well. So I was like, well, if we can go in the garden, I'm going to get in the garden.
Yeah.
So I squeezed through some shrubbery. It's a nice garden. It's got a pond.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a swimming pool.
Oh, now we're talking.
But the swimming pool's got like dirt in it.
Oh, so it sounds like it needs a proper clean up then if you want to use it.
It just needs a big dig, you know.
Dig?
Yeah, we need to dig the dirt.
So was there never water in it?
There must have been at some point, but like it's obviously been converted into like, well, I'm guessing they just didn't use it, so they just filled the hole up.
Oh, right.
Like
so there's an outline of a swimming pool, and there's the functionality there.
Like maybe they've been growing like some crops or something like that in it. But there is a greenhouse as well, so I don't really understand why. But in the shed next to it, there's all the pumps and stuff.
Oh, that's good. Oh, God, you might as well get that going then. That'll be a nice little project.
Exactly. And the best thing about it as well, I spoke to Becky about this earlier, it's a cat flap.
Yeah, boy.
So we don't have to leave the back door open anymore for the cats.
That's good news.
And we should find out within the next few days.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, because that's all done now.
Did you have to do then? Today?
Income, references.
What does it mean by references? Well, like people who can vouch for you?
Yeah, and then like a reference from like the current landlord, estate agent.
Oh, right. Saying that you can keep up with payments and all that.
Yeah. And they're just doing like a credit check as well at the same time on both of us. So
that's good news.
Should, fingers crossed, be good.
So hopefully, either by the time this episode comes out, if things are quick, or within the next couple of days after this episode comes out.
I did get an email, to be fair, about half hour after I did it, saying your referencing process is underway. So they have started.
Oh, so they've been in contact with the references then, and they're just waiting for a response, probably.
I suppose, something like that, yeah.
God, that's pretty good news, though. This has all kind of happened, like, very quickly.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. Because it is, like, proper nice place.
Yeah.
It's not too far away either. And because it's vacant as well at the moment, if it is
yours,
like, if we get the approval, we can just go and start moving stuff in like as soon as it's approved because it's vacant.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I guess you can take your time with it a little bit as well. Like you can make it start one day, and then provided your current line,
bringing things over.
Yeah,
and then like we can get the internet done like as soon as possible, so it's ready when we get there. So on and so on.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh bloody hell! I bet you're excited about that.
Fingers crossed.
Hoping it all goes well.
Got my fingers crossed, I'm ready.
I got my fingers crossed, I got my toes crossed. Boy, I've even got my eyebrows crossed.
What's that from?
I don't know, I just kind of put on a voice. Funnily enough, I've never watched it.
Really?
I've never watched it.
It's pretty good.
I should. It's one of those where, everyone's like, oh, I've watched it once before. It's just one of those where I haven't.
I think I only watched it like Christmas or something like that, to be honest. Like back in 2013.
It's like when 90% of the population says, oh yeah, I've watched Game of Thrones, and I'm the 10%, which hasn't.
I've watched the first season and the first episode of the second one.
Yeah, there you go. So you've watched Game of Thrones. I haven't at all.
I only watched it because Sherry kept saying to go and watch it.
Yeah, I haven't. That's it. Not a single episode. I am a disgrace to the global population.
You are. You really are.
No, you're not supposed to agree with that, Kai.
Sorry, I mean, you're not. You're really not.
Thank you. That really made my feelings feel better.
You're welcome. You're really welcome.
Shut up. Please shut up.
Okay, if you insist.
Did you notice an Easter egg in Spotify, Kai?
What kind of Easter egg?
So if you are on Spotify, the web client, not the web client, the desktop client, I don't know if it happens in web, I don't know if it happens on the app.
Oh, Easter egg.
the-
I thought you were talking about like a proper Easter egg.
Oh no, that was ages ago. That was last month.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like, what do you mean?
Yeah, no, it literally would have been a month ago now. Exactly a month ago, as of time of recording, 12th of May. 12th of April would have been Easter Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, so this Easter egg, I know it happens in the desktop Spotify client. I don't know if it happens on any of the other ones. But in the search bar, if you're on the desktop Spotify client right now, if you type THX1138, the play bar, as in like the little scrolly scrubby bar, turns into a lightsaber.
Let me try it on my phone.
yeah.
THX
1138.
1138.
I'd be surprised if it works on the phone, but it definitely works on the desktop
Oh my
client.
god! It didn't work.
Yeah, I thought so.
Count with a playlist.
That's right, yeah. You'll see a playlist, but yeah, on desktop client, lightsaber. So enjoy your lightsabers, everybody that's listening on the desktop client.
Wow. This is where like loads of like you just see like the general like viewer count or whatever on this just plummet. And then like it picks back up in like 2 minutes time, you know?
On the analytics, the percentage of mobile users plummets and the percentage of desktop users skyrockets like 80%. I don't think we can
that's
see
what's
that.
Gonna happen. I don't think we can, but I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't
People
be
are like, oh
surprised.
my god, I have to go and see this.
Yeah, no, go do it. It's pretty cool. It's a one-off thing. There's also there's another one which I can't remember what it is now, but there was one where if you play a specific song, I think it's the Stranger Things theme. If you play the Stranger Things theme, not sure if it's from season 1 or season 2, then everything goes gloomy as if you're in the Upside Down. Let me find it real quick, because
I'm
this
trying
is
it as well.
Stranger. Oh god, I'm not even typing Stranger
Oh dear, copyright.
Things theme.
It's not doing it.
Maybe it's changed now.
Is it the soundtrack we want to use?
Stranger
No,
Things.
that's not the soundtrack that we want to
Stranger Things. Maybe it doesn't work anymore. It used to be a thing.
use. Yeah, it doesn't work by the looks.
Unless it's Stranger Things 2 soundtrack. No, it's not. Well, it did exist at one point.
No.
Shush, I know. My voice cracks are on all-time high today.
No. Did you say no?
Where is it?
Where is it?
Shush!
Shush.
Being so mean.
So mean.
Shut up. He's a bully, everybody. He's bullying me.
He's a bully.
Oh my god.
I'm like a parrot.
Yes, you are.
Eeyore.
That's a donkey. I sound
Or
like
it's
a parrot,
imitating a
Eeyore. That is a
donkey.
quote and a half.
It's a parrot imitating a donkey.
Oh yeah, I'll let you off then.
Yeah. See, I'm not stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, you are.
Oi.
What?
No.
Yeah.
True.
What? I don't know where this is going anymore.
Neither do I. This has been a lot in this episode where we're kind of being like, yeah,
We're just
No.
chatting shit.
yeah.
Anyway. Oh wait, neither me or my colleagues were able to activate it on the desktop app. Oh, no wonder I can't do it then. Either on the browser or the app. Oh, maybe I have to do it on the browser. Whatever. Okay, so the Stranger Things thing did exist at one point. Do it on the web client or do it on your phone. Apparently it works that way.
And again, our viewers just drop.
And they go back to their phone, rushing.
Yep.
Suddenly the percentage like very quickly shifts. God, we're gonna have like views left, right, and centre here. This is gonna be crazy.
That's true. And then it resets every time they like leave and come back.
Fantastic. This is what
So it
we're all
goes back
about.
to
Maybe we
0,
should
0.
do this more often. Guys, if you start again, the screen goes yellow.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know, there's one sad person out there that's just done that, and they're really upset now because they haven't picked the time up of what this time part here was. Like, time in the... I've lost what I was saying.
I've lost what you're saying as well. So I think we should move on to the next topic,
Alright, Gary.
which is...
Gary?
Actually, Gary?
Yeah.
Who's Gary?
Gary.
What? I'm actually lost now. You're confusing me a lot.
The scientist in Club Penguin.
What?
Gary.
You've lost me.
No, you've lost Gary.
Right, well, I'm just going to move on and start talking about something which makes sense now, because Kai's confusing me.
Gary.
So, last week for
How about
VE Day,
Frankie?
Ancestry did like a free family trees thing, where like you can create a family tree and see if you can see your history. And like
Gary
people
and
have
Rock
always
are related.
promoted in the past that they have found like really interesting things about their family history. Do you know what I
Rock
found?
and Gary. Cadence?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I found nothing that I didn't already know.
Did you find Gary?
Oh my god, no, I didn't find Gary.
How about Rockhopper?
No!
How about Rookie?
Shut up.
Cadence?
So the lockdown, Kai. What do you think of the recent announcements?
Stupid.
Okay, explain.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
It was a
There's
bit
a good video by
confusing.
Matt Lucas.
Yes, I saw that. I retweeted it the other day. It's so good.
Really good. And
You're
it's
allowed to
accurate.
leave home, but you're not allowed to leave home. But if you can work, go to work. If you can work from home, don't go to work. But if you can't, go to work. But don't
then
see
something
people.
might
But
happen.
see people as long as you're socially distant. But don't see people. But stay home. But don't stay home. But if you can't work, don't use public transport. But use public transport. But don't go to work. Something along
much.
those lines. That's what Matt Lucas
And
was saying.
the worst thing is, you're not allowed to go and see friends. You're not allowed to go and
You're
see any of your own family or whatever outside of your house.
Yeah.
But you're allowed to go and sit 2 meters away from a random stranger on the beach.
Yeah. Which
Or in a
just doesn't
park.
make sense. And
So-
what other people are also having an uproar about as well, and you know I can get behind this, is that they're saying that primary schools conditionally will open back up, where primary school kids can go and meet each other.
Where
Yet.
primary school kids go on each other.
Exactly, where primary school kids are very well known for staying 2 meters apart from each other, never coughing, never crying,
A
never.
primary school kid has no idea what's happening.
Exactly.
You know, a primary school kid, they just want to play like everyone else that's young.
So they'll just give it to each other, and then they'll go back home and give it to their families.
Yep.
Yet, whilst they can do that, as you said, you can't go and see your family members.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense. It's all confusing.
Yeah, there was something that I saw earlier on Twitter. I can't find it, unfortunately, but a teacher wrote, like a head teacher of a school wrote a letter out saying they are going to be reopening, but they want parents to know that it's just not going to be possible to keep 2 meters apart, especially for a person in reception or year one, or like the first few years of school in general, because they're not gonna, they don't know what's going on in the world.
It just
They don't
doesn't make sense.
understand. And like, I mean, yeah, it's great they might open back up, but it's like they're not gonna be able to social distance. The best way they're going around it is they're gonna have a maximum of 15 people in each class,
Yeah.
and they're gonna like shuffle up times or whatever. So like, some people have lunch at some time, whereas others have it at a different time, and then other people leave early, and then some people leave later. Some people come in earlier, some people leave earlier. Sort of
I
thing.
also don't understand how lunchtimes are going to work, because, like, imagine going out in the playground to have to stay 2 meters apart from each other at all times. If you kick around a football, someone handballs it, like the coronavirus could be then on that football, and then that football can then spread to other people the coronavirus.
Yeah,
It just doesn't make sense.
it's just not going to work.
We don't want to get like massively political on things, but it just doesn't make sense.
For the first time ever, everyone's agreeing with Piers Morgan.
Well, that's it. Piers Morgan put out a really, really good argument on Good Morning Britain, which is a TV news show in the UK, for those of you that are outside the UK. He put out a really good argument. He was like, calling out to specific people, and he was saying,
Dominic
"Why
Raab.
are you?" Dominic Raab being one of them.
Boris Johnson and someone else. Can't remember the other guy.
With the argument being, how are you only just now identifying that people from other countries can bring in the coronavirus to our country? And how are you only just now considering, after 2 months fully of lockdown?
3 months.
It hasn't been 3 months of lockdown, has it? It was March.
Yeah, 2 months.
Yeah, 3 months of it like all being quite high everywhere. But 2 months of lockdown. How are you only just now after 2 months? Or actually, no, because they said it's going to be the end of the month. So yeah, I guess it would be 3 months. Only just now after 3 months, only just bringing in mandatory quarantine, which is 14 days of sitting in a hotel room and seeing if you display symptoms.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, that's a very good point. We are one of the 10% of countries that didn't implement that measure, whilst everyone else did.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, surprisingly, he's a very controversial guy. Most people don't agree with him. But this time round, everyone could agree with him.
Yep. I saw a thing as well earlier that says all foreign holidays, apparently, up until the end of September are going to get cancelled, apparently.
Which makes sense.
Which means that mine probably still could in October, but it's just outside of that.
I think you should. I think maybe it'd be worth rescheduling if possible.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. To be honest,
I think there's no
because,
point going.
I'm not
just
going with
after.
my family, am I? I'm going with someone else's family.
Well, this is it. And if you're required to socially distance from other families, then you're not going to be with them at all.
Own.
You're legally not going to be allowed.
I would not be able to sit next to anyone on the plane.
Exactly. And I don't think it'd be worth it. Like, let's just say because they're saying that by July, if they hit targets and stuff, bear in mind we have the second highest death rate in the world. If we hit targets and stuff, they'll start opening things back up, which probably isn't going to happen. So let's just say by October they start opening things back up. You're going to be at the end of the coronavirus, and there's going to be little bits lingering still. There's still the risk of you easily getting it. It's not going to be fun at all. And it's, well, I say it's not going to be fun at all. It might be fun, but it depends on what measures you need to take.
Well, yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? You don't know what's going to be happening in 2 months' time, let alone, October.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't know if everything's going to be all hunky-dory good again. I mean, if they want it to disappear everywhere, what happens is you just tell people, don't go outside, stay home for 2 weeks. Tough.
Yeah.
And, that's what should happen. If everyone stayed at home for 2 weeks, yeah, it's going to suck. But if every single person did that in every single country, and the only thing that happened was people got their shopping delivered to them instead, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the other
then
problem.
Stop it.
That's the other problem, because there are still people which do need to go to work to do that, to deliver things.
Well, see, I think that's one of the exceptions. Like you could have the people that do stuff like shop deliveries and general food deliveries and general supermarkets.
Yeah.
And people that supply for the supermarkets, they still work because obviously they can. They should. Whereas anyone anyone that works in an office or works in, I don't know, the local, trying to think of a good word, the local library, hairdressers, whatever. Yeah, it's going to suck losing business for 2 weeks, but if it takes 2 to 3 weeks to disappear completely, if everyone stayed home, then it wouldn't spread anywhere. It'd be gone out of the whole country.
Yeah. I guess everything's so much easier said than done. It's like even now there's rumours of it, being uncontrollable through hospitals. And hospitals are actually one of the worst places to be at the moment. So there's no winning. We're never going to see the end of it, and we're never going to get some answers, I reckon. But
the only time we'll get the end of it is when there's a vaccine.
If there's a vaccine.
I've seen some progress or something like that, but over 2/3 is done or something like that of one.
Oh, that's good
But
news.
then they got to go through testing or something like that. I think that they started testing, haven't they? Like proper.
Yeah, they were trying. I think they were hitting the
other
100,000 target for 3 days.
No, I mean like proper like vaccine testing.
Oh, testing on people. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
We'll soon find out on that, I guess.
Anyway, so I guess
goes through.
The bottom line of all of that is obviously do stay safe. Do carry on, try not to leave the house if possible. I mean, I know for sure I can't bloody leave the house anyway. Oh, on the back end of things, like you were saying about people losing business and stuff, Jack Dorsey, founder of Twitter, announced today that all Twitter staff, regardless of position, are allowed to permanently work from home for the future, indefinitely. The offices will still exist, but the ability to work from home will be permanently introduced in everyone's contracts by default. So the way Twitter works as a company is going to be entirely remote for now.
I'd be interested to see how the server managers and stuff, would be able to work from home if they can't.
Oh well, that's it.
The server got turned off.
They're saying that the roles where a physical presence is needed, like networking staff, and actually meeting clients and stuff.
But like support and stuff, you mean?
But the option to work from home, or the option to come into the office, will be there. You can flexibly choose to work from home and flexibly choose to work in the office. And I'm hoping that will remain with the company that I work for as well now, because we've proven with the IT setup that we have that
you can do it.
We sweated for 2-3 weeks to get ready for the coronavirus, that we can continue working as a company, and we have effectively been able to carry on with operations as if it were business as normal, but just working from home.
Yeah, we've been able to do it.
So I'm hoping that remains in our company as well. But it's interesting to see a company as huge as Twitter now say, yeah, you are allowed to permanently work from home, even after this is all over. Which is really good, to be honest. It's going to change the way Twitter works
I think
as a
lot
company.
Of things are going to start going home, to be honest. Working from home.
Like E.T.
Like who?
Like E.T.
Did he work from home? I know he went home.
E.T. work from home.
I'll be right here in my room.
At my desk. Points at his illuminated keyboard with his illuminated finger.
I bet he's got RGB in his finger now.
It's just a bloody razor finger. Razor chroma ET finger. I think that's a good point to leave this episode, to be honest.
Thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode of If you enjoyed this, I don't know what you do, but let us know on Twitter, and let us know if you want us to talk about anything next week, because we are still stuck at home, obviously, in general. We can't really go out and do stuff, so our stories are a bit lapsed sometimes, and we don't really know what to talk about sometimes. So if you have any suggestions, please tweet us at StuckInAPodcast.
Yeah, and tweet our personal accounts as well, and make sure you follow our personal accounts at Kai Ross-Bests and at iVexusHD.
It's been 2.5 months since my account got taken down.
It's gone quick, hasn't it?
It's gone quick, and I've still not had a reply.
As of Sunday, it would have been 2 months since I was told to work from home. 2 months.
As of Sunday, it would have been
2 years and 3 months.
Actually, I was going to say on Sunday, it would have been 5 days since today. But whatever.
Oh, wow. Now we're talking.
Thanks
Anyway.
everyone for listening.
Have a good one. Stay safe. Follow the podcast on Spotify by clicking that follow button above. Tell your friends about us. Maybe you could introduce somebody to this podcast as they want to escape everything that's going on. Maybe this episode was a bad one, but you could show them another one. And that will go and do it. And yeah, make sure you say bye to Coda's new pig. Bitch.